Hello guys, how's it going? Just before we get started, as we always do, this is just a kind of a general sound check, like stream check, like can you guys hear us? Can you guys see the screen? Just do a little bit of a waggle about here. So we'll just wait until there's a few comments in the chat before we get cracking.
Right, I can just hear the sound of my tablet on this sidekick, on the side here. So
that's good.
You're coming across good.
Sweet. God, this is so much easier than actually. Well.
Almost professional.
No nonsense. We have someone in the chat. How do you say good evening in Norwegian, Dagfinn? I'm going to absolutely butcher this.
God kväll.
God kväll.
God kväll, god kväll.
God kväll, god kväll.
Yeah.
Oak and Bronze, evening, buddy.
Well, you're getting up live chats. My screen doesn't show anything.
Oh no, I'm kind of seeing this from the kind of the back.
Yes.
Back end.
Yeah, right. I get the live chat as well. So Oak and Bronze, yes. Hello, good evening. And
good evening. Setup looks good. Splendid.
And Espen is with us as well.
Hey. Cool.
And Ans as well. Good.
Excellent. So we'll give a little bit of time for people to rock up before we start.
Maybe do a pan around from the table down to have a look at the models. So what you're seeing now is the gaming table that Alex has been working on, setting up on Tabletop Simulator.
Yes, I've been spent a good afternoon and a bit kind of figuring out this, and actually, like, it's always been quite intimidating for me in the past because there is just so much choice, so many options and stuff. But I think I've pretty much cracked it. But we'll definitely see by the end of tonight whether or not I actually have.
Does look smashing, Alex. I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
Only downside is the two-dimensional figures. So once you come from the side of them, they look like Superman. Disappear completely from you. But...
So they're kind of like paper standees. Now the really frustrating thing is that if... Well, the thing is, like, if I could actually import my digital sculpts in here, and they would be the full model, which would be quite cool, but then they wouldn't be coloured. That's the thing. So is it better to play with two-dimensional flat models that are fully painted, or three-dimensional grey models?
If you do them three-dimensional, that means they'll be able to get as downloadable files and printable.
Very true. Cheeky.
It'll also mean double work for you because you've sworn to keep them ArcWorlde old school.
So the chat saying, what up, Humus Milk? Ansmara's setup's looking great, thank you very much. Tiny Magic, you are super low, Dagfinn. That's a cool setup. And Oak and Bronze, how hot is it in ArcWorlde? It's bloody hot. Really blooming hot. Like, I've been in my city centre flat with the windows pretty much closed because we have a very curious kitten living with us. So as you can imagine, it's quite warm in here. The only reprise I had was when I went for my driving lesson earlier, and thankfully the instructor has absolutely amazing aircon. That was mamma mia, that was good. How about you in Norway, Dagfinn?
It's cloudy up here in Ålesund.
Oh, really?
So it's been hot and a bit humid, but actually quite a nice day.
Very nice.
I was thinking about what Adam was saying Espen was saying about my sound. Could you raise my your end?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out now. Configuration. Let's try that. Sound. Voice input voice. Try talking now.
All right. Hello. But aren't we using the sound from the chat?
Oh, of course we are using the. Yeah. Sorry, my goof.
Loads of things to keep track of.
Yeah. So let's try and maybe Google Hangouts.
Yes.
Not sure if I can. Oh. Hang on back. Not sure what happened there. Can you still talk, Dagfinn? Hello? Oh god, what's happened?
Along in the chat.
There we go.
And we're all like 10 minutes in, so I think we.
Am I coming through? Okay, Dagfinn.
Yeah, on my end, but I have no idea.
Sweet. Yeah. Let's have a look. See. I think the only thing I can do is if I perhaps turn the music down. Okay. And then turn the music, turn just the general kind of desktop. Or, oh no, desktop audio's max. But yeah, hopefully people will be able to hear it a little bit better now.
Oops, music stopped completely.
No, not all players have loaded the audio clip. Okay, that's alright. Huh. Oh dear.
We don't get this kind of fiddling and fuddling around when we play in the real world.
Yeah, that's very true.
If somebody was a bit low, you just had to tell them to talk a bit louder.
Well, looks like we're doing it without music. Is that alright? That's okay.
Yeah. Less risk of YouTube turning us down.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good thing that we've kind of stopped the potentially copyright breaking music being played over the top of what we're speaking, but that's okay. Ans Morris, I watched a simulator game on tabletop, and they used the grey 3D models. Preferred the painted artwork myself rather than the render look they went for. There we go. Because I think that the painted models do look better in this setup. Personally,
it makes the more like overall feel to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot better, and as long as you've got them turned side towards you, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and Anne's also think that my sound is okay, so I think.
Yeah, I reckon we should get cracking.
Yes. Can we go through the scenario we got set up for them?
Yeah. Well, how I can't remember. Have we done our official introductions?
No, we haven't.
No.
Professional lovers.
I know. Right, so welcome everyone to the Tuesday night live streams. Good to see you again. Haven't done one for a little while because of being so busy with the Kickstart and everything, but it feels good to be back. And I'm not alone this week. Alongside me is my right-hand man for tonight, Mr. Dagfinn Bakkaloken. Can you get it? Can you please teach me how to say your second name again? Bakkaloken.
Bakkaloken. Yes.
Bakkaloken.
Yes.
And
hello, and thank you for that, Alex. It's been great to be part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure those of you who are on the ArcWorlde Facebook group or are regular tuning in to the Tuesday live stream, you'll probably have chatted to Dagfinn before, or at least seen him help out the community. He's very, very active in the community and a very good personal friend of mine, and it is great to have him on the stream tonight. It's actually going to be able to play a proper game for the first time in what seems like forever.
Yeah, you've had one with Wing. I haven't.
Yes.
I did one with my boys back in March, and yeah, that's basically been it.
Yeah, of course, because we've been
distancing and all that.
Absolutely, and it's the absolute desert that COVID has caused the gaming community to become. Hopefully, with the kind of the ArcWorlde expansion pack for Tabletop Simulator that I may or may not work on, depending on the feedback that we get, it should be a good way for you guys to be able to play ArcWorlde with not only just your friends when you can't see each other in real life, but also people across the world, because ArcWorlde is a global community.
So how these files that we're using now, how hard are they to get hold of?
Well, I'd have to make them downloadable, so I would put them on the kind of the Steam workshop thing for Tabletop Simulator, and then literally you would just kind of add it to your collection, and then you would get access to all the files, all the trees and things, all the models and stuff like that, so you could just kind of construct your own board. So obviously, the models I've taken from the photographs of the painted models that I've used for the various kind of things for ArcWorlde, but the all these trees and all these rocks and stuff like that, and this rather sensual fog which is surrounding the table. This is all just taken from the community, like the community things. Everyone posts the stuff up for free. It's all very open source. It's all like, I haven't delved too much into it yet. I'm still very much used to it, but it's like the Tabletop Simulator community does seem like a fabulous bunch who are very, very happy to share their work. And of course, the add-on for ArcWorlde for this would be absolutely free, not only for you guys who are already kind of involved in the game, but also to anyone else who actually just wants to try it out before buying any of the models.
Sweet. So they need Tabletop Simulator and they need Stream, and
yes,
they're ready.
Yes. So like you would get it on Steam. So for those of you who aren't aware, Steam is essentially like it's like a social media platform for games, and it allows you to buy games through it. It's kind of got an integrated store, but it also allows you to play games with your friends. It allows you to kind of become part of this kind of global community. But it's essentially like a library of all your games that you buy, rather than having a load of discs. So we're running Tabletop Simulator through Steam. I mean, I'm sure there is an inbuilt way to have voice chat and stuff like that, but Dagfinn and I, just because it's something we've done before, we are using Google Hangouts, kind of running over the top of this, and thankfully our computers seem to be dealing okay with it.
Yeah, that's been an issue, hasn't it?
Yeah.
My computer's like 10 years old and used an hour to boot up, and yours is
she's I bought her just after the first ArcWorlde Kickstarter, so it was like late 2013, and even though she's getting on in age, she's still chugging along. I mean, I do need to upgrade her, and I'm not going to buy a new computer, but maybe more components for this computer. But yeah, so if it can run on our machines, it can run on anyone's.
Definitely.
So
yeah, we got a few guys in the chat. Wacko says good evening, and thinks it's a great plan. I appreciate that he's taking time off doing all the other stuff you have to do to help out make the game playable online. And Thomas says that it's he likes the open source thing, and He suggests that maybe the community could be able to help with the expansion plans and stuff like that for Tabletop Simulator game.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, those of you who are more au fait with Tabletop Simulator, who would be willing to give us a hand with like coming up with cool new ideas for like the expansion. I mean, maybe design maps and stuff for people to download and kind of play ready-made maps and scenarios on. Like, I think it's actually a really exciting, has a lot of exciting potential for the game, definitely, especially for all you guys. Yeah, like if we have like
preset scenarios.
Absolutely, and I think it would be great for campaigns, like if you want to run campaigns with your friends and perhaps you can't meet up in person all the time, or if your friends live very, very far away, like you do, my dear Dagfinn.
Yeah,
it could be good. I mean, especially with the advanced rules coming out in the next few months. I'm hoping before we do the big book print, which I'm hoping to kind of keep us back as long as possible, because it allows more bugs to be fixed, more content in terms of artwork and pictures of models to be in the book. But my goal is to at least have the PDF version out in the next few months. Definitely.
Yes, sounds awesome.
Oakenbronze in the chat. Speaking of Norway, and totally at a tangent, the other weekend a guy played for my cricket club who is a member of the Norwegian under-19 cricket team.
I didn't know we had a Norwegian cricket team.
Neither did I. I didn't even know. Yeah, there you go, Dagfinn. You've learned something about your own country.
Yes.
Well, yes.
I do know that there's like a network for various sports. Like American football and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
Most likely there's a cricket team as well. But they go a bit under the radar here. No, cricket is not as big in Norway as they are.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I guess cricket is actually quite a good socially distant sport, isn't it? Seeing as everyone kind of stands miles and miles away from each other all the time.
Yeah, not being hit by the ball.
Yeah, very nice. Right, I'm just going to go grab a drink, and then...
Took them through the scenario?
Yes, that's a very good idea.
All right. So, yes, welcome to the... we're somewhere in northern Hobbleshire, just along the borders to the north, and the Albionicans and Halfling both have been contacted by a certain... a bit dodgy individual, but he has loads of information about the campaigns and stuff like that up in the area. It's Sveinvold Baktinrygg, and he's given both of them a hot tip about to contact an adventurer that is camped in these woods. And this adventurer has loads of information about the beast folk activity and where to find the camps and what their traveling routes and whatnot. So in order to intercept them and put ambushes and stop raidings and stuff like that. So he sent us up to this camp, and we're going to meet this adventurer, unnamed for that matter, at this campsite, and he'll help us sort out the beast folk invasions and raids. But this area is also a place where the Albionicans and the Halflings are not really that friendly. They are a bit because the beast folk, it's a bit of a honor thing to take care of the beast folk raids and be the protector of the realm, being so close to the River Reich as we are. Right.
Yes. So where we are on the map is just above Hobbleshire, and as Dagfinn just said, River Reich is another halfling country, but they are much more. They're very much in leagues with the Empire. So since Hobbleshire kind of had their civil war and broke away from any kind of diplomatic relations with the Empire, tensions along this border have been very, very tense. You could cut the tension with a butter knife. So this knowledge of this adventurer, this secret person, has definitely caused a bit of a ruckus amongst not only the Imperial camp that has been stationed along the border to keep the peace, but also with the halflings that live along that border, and a scuffle may or may not happen because they both want this information. And as Dagfinn very beautifully told us, that's where we are at the start of this game. So let me just do a little bit of a tour through the board. So here is the Imperial deployment zone. And here are the Imperial soldiers that we have.
Just talk through them, what they are.
No problem. So we have a Imperial captain. Then we have some Imperial troopers here. Oh. Yeah. And then one back here.
And
we have
two with arclock rifles and
yes,
two spears.
Well, the models are, one of the models is armed with a sword and shield, and the other one is armed with a spear. However, on the actual army list, I couldn't afford the shield or the spear, so they're just normal troopers. We have the ammo monkey, and we also have some very heavy support in the form of an ogre, an Imperial ogre, armed with one of the most deadly weapons the Engineers Guild of Albionica has managed to create thus far, the Volley Gun, which is this nice thing over here. Anyway, so we go around here, and you can see there is a camp in the middle. And then on the Halflings side, we have, if Dagfinn, you'd like to talk us through who's in your warband?
Yes, normally I would have written a complete background story for each and every one of them, but unfortunately I do not have had that time. So we got 3 Ram Riders armed with a hand weapon shield.
Ooh.
And we got a dog. And we got 2 militias with torches and 2 with crossbows, as well as the sheriff himself. All right, couldn't click him. It's a bit fiddly to get the right one.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. And he's armed with a light armor and shield.
Right,
So
very nice. Bit more meaty.
Yeah, he need the protection.
Very nice, very nice.
So yeah, the Rams, all the rules are out there, but the Rams basically gives me more movement and that all important agility for a Legate. Yes,
very, very important. And as for my guys, my Imperials, I've equipped my captain with an Arclock pistol, which is very useful in a scrap. And I've got 2 troopers with Arclock rifles. These troopers haven't got anything extra; they're just normal guys. And then, as I said, the ogre has a volley gun. So, just before we get cracking,
that one needs line of sight, so I'm going to be
sticking to the
yeah. Well,
absolutely.
Jacko asks what's the costs of the warbands. We're going for 600 gold coins.
Yes.
And we try to stick to very basic things. We drop the magic and we try to keep it simple, just because this is the show off of the Tabletop Simulator way of play.
Absolutely.
So we're not really going to the advanced rules of the game.
Absolutely, and it's because Dagfinn and I are still learning how to use the the software, we thought we would kind of keep the game quite simple, especially because a lot of you guys who are watching also are quite new to the game, at least the rules at least. But if we get a lot of good feedback on tonight's episode, we will definitely look into doing more complex games in the future. Right, so just before we get started, one thing I will say is that if you would like to follow along with the game and kind of see the rules that we're using, we will be kind of narrating it as we go along. But all the rules for the factions can be found on the Warplock Miniatures website. I will post a link in the comments just so you guys can download them and follow them along if you are interested.
As well as the full rules for the game itself.
Yes, that's very true.
So if somebody's never heard of ArcWorlde before, this is a brilliant... just go check out the website. Everything is there for you to play.
Yeah. Right.
Should we dice off initiative?
Yes, we shall. So
should we have a sort of like a fixed place to roll the dice?
Let's do it in the middle of the camp. That's neutral territory.
Yeah, until I've taken it, that is.
Right, so you roll yours first.
You have to shake the dice a bit, and oops, where they go? There we go.
Oh, there.
Ooh, I got a 5.
Yeah, I can see it. So you got 5.
You got
I got a 6.
Small thing that we want to show you guys. When we hover over the dice, it says 2 on the critical one, and 1 on the number 5
on the
that I rolled.
5, yeah.
And that's basically because in ArcWorlde we want to count successes and not really the number on the actual die. And a success is 2. And a critical one is a 2 successes, while the 5 is a 1. And if I go to just rotate this one to a 2, for instance, it will hover over as a 0.
Yep. So yeah, as Dagfinn said, to kind of make it easier for you guys, especially those who are new to the game, rather than having to explain every time what is or what isn't a success, I have delved into the code of the game and hacked it so that it just shows off the number of successes. So just as a quick run up, a success is a 4 or more, and those successes are used throughout the game to kind of determine what things happen. But a critical, which is a 6, counts as 2. So there we go. So 2, 1, 1 again, and 0. Cool, so before we get started, does anyone in the chat have any more questions about the setup? Just give you guys a little bit of time to respond. If not, we should get started.
And has commented that it's a movement versus firepower. It's going to be a good game. And Oaken Bronze is giving a big huzzah for us halflings, while Ans gives long live the Empire.
Yes.
All those cheeky halflings a firm lesson.
Absolutely. And as
I'll just remove the deployment zones.
Yep.
So zip off there all.
Cool. Right, so I will activate my first model. So I'm going to activate this trooper here. Now, another thing that I've put into this build is that when you move a model, it automatically measures how far you've moved it. So we don't have to worry about using rules or anything like that. It's all automated. Now, the movement of a trooper is 4 inches. So I'm going to move him 4 inches over here. Boop.
And if you just go to that drawing thing, it just pops a red circle or something above it, so we know that it's activated.
Yes. Well, I haven't finished just yet because I'm going to attempt a legate.
Yes, of course you are.
Yeah. So for those of you who are new to ArcWorlde, legate is essentially a way to get a little bit of extra movement when you move a model. You spend AP or action points, which every model has. All this information, like the stats, the rules, the attacks and stuff. These are all on the faction rule sets, which are on the link that I posted in the comments. But I'm going to spend 1 AP to roll a Leggett roll and see how much further I can move him. 5 inches. So I'm going to move him a further 5 inches. I think I'm going to move him over here. There we go.
I say this is another place where we need the gentleman's code of conduct to just sportsmanship.
Yes.
It is hard to hit that 5.0 inch marker exactly. So I'm saying
absolutely.
A few plus and minuses are.
Yes.
Chaco mentioned something in the chat, quite vital actually. Did you say what the winning conditions are? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
But
so
that would obviously be to control the hidden adventurer in one of these tents. We need to find them in the tents, and the one controlling him at the end of the game wins.
Yeah, because they can essentially. It's a draw. Yes, so he can interrogate. The winner can interrogate him to kind of find out what he knows about what's going on. But whilst he is in the possession of the other player, he can be stolen and kind of taken back to the other side of the board. So it should be a bit of a scuffle-scrimmage in the middle here to get hold of this guy. I'm going to attempt another Leggett roll. I'm feeling brave. Yes. So a 2, so another 2 inches. Bonk. I'm going to leave it there. So it's now on to you.
Thanks. I'll think I'm going to send my doggy with a massive move of 6.
Whoa.
Oops, that's a bit far. And he's going to run around the backside here. Around there. Oops, that was an inch too short. No, sorry, 0.1 of an inch too much. And I'm going to leg it as well because the dog is agile. All right. I'm going to roll it over next to the dog. And
I think you just click on it and it kind of writes itself.
I'm moving a bit backwards. Right,
there we go.
6 more inches. No,
he's failed.
But he's agile.
He's agile. So certain characters in the game have a special ability called Agile, which means that if you fail a Leggett roll, which is you roll over 5, you roll the 6 on the first go, essentially you fall over because you're too enthusiastic and you kind of fumble and trip. But because a dog is agile, if you do get a failure, you can re-roll it.
Right, so
that's a point. I need to do a circle on my guy. Cool.
Right,
so back to me. Right.
Jacko says I killed the dog. Well, I get a huge die in the head. You die.
Cool. Right. So I'm going to activate. I'm going to activate my trooper with the ArcWorlde rifle here. I'm going to move him. Oh no! Wait. Move him 4 inches there. Now, his ArcWorlde rifle has a range of, I believe, 20 inches. So, let's see how far that is. So, 20 inches takes us to about here. The middle of the camp, so still quite a way to go. So I'm going to leg it. Just the 1. So bonk. And I'm gonna keep him there. I don't want him falling over. So Yep, I'm going to mark him as activated. And now it's back to you.
Thank you. I'm going to do the ram rider next to the dog, and he gets +4 inches from being mounted. So that's straight up behind the dog.
Yep.
And then I'm going to leg it as well because he is agile as well.
Mm.
And shake it.
Oh, the perfect roll.
And we're going to. That's into the Arcanite token.
Yes. So, are you going to attempt to pick it up?
I think so. Finding Arcanite tokens is a brilliant thing because that gives you an additional die action point. And also reroll ability, wasn't that as well?
Yes, so it's an Arcanite. So Arcanite in ArcWorlde is like the essentially solidified magic. So if in the possession of someone, it can be essentially used to create magical or wonderful effects, even if you're not magical. So if the character is a mage, it allows you to essentially cast spells because it's like a battery essentially. But for a regular folk, you can use it to either add +1 action point when consumed, or I believe, can you check in the book? Because actually,
I'm doing it right now. Grab 1 action point to the character for the activation, add 1d6 to any roll, or cast another spell.
Yep.
So, yes, I'll definitely want that one. And let's see. A militia normally got 2 action points. I spent 1 of them legging it. And picking up a Arcanite token is an easy feat. That's sort of like things you can do whenever things are not defined the rules. You just you use the feat system. So once you do anything that isn't any normal rules.
Yeah.
And an easy feat, you have to do 1 success on any number of dice you have action points for. And we've only got 1 action point, so I'm rolling 1 dice.
And
failure.
So because Dagfinn rolled under a 4, that wasn't a failure, which means that his half, maybe because he is mounted on top of quite an angry, rambunctious ram, he fumbled the grab and he wasn't able to grab the Arcanite token. So now he has been activated, and it's back to me. So I am going to activate my. I'm going to activate the ogre. Now an ogre has movement 4, so I will move him 4 inches. I'll just pop him there. It's a little bit over, but these guys are in the way. Then I am going to. Do I leg it? I'm not sure if actually. Yeah, I'm going to leg it because to get up the next round is just 1 action point. So, but yeah, it was a 2. So he pops forward.
Close. Right,
A
we
2.
got a tip from Dave in the chat saying that if you hover the mouse over the die and press F, you can roll the die without needing to wave it about and knock over dogs and stuff. Although that's much more fun.
Oh, absolutely! You got the whole point of this is you got to give it a bit of a wiggle. You got to give it a bit of a wiggle.
The thing, Dave, is that we found out one thing is if you come over to the die at my end, Alex, the one I rolled here.
Yup.
Yeah. If I press the F thing, it just flips it, so I go back and forth between the 2.
Oh, interesting.
I found another button. You can do that in your settings, and then you can just tumble up about. So that's basically the toss thing.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a flip thing, and I think that's the F button.
Yeah. So whoever's been playing with Dave, he's been cheating the whole time.
Yeah. so having it safe. But yeah, if you give it a shake, it looks more natural and there's less chance of a cheating.
Yeah, and it's fun, innit? It's
funny.
fun. Because we all miss rolling dice in real life, don't we, gang? Right.
Oh boy, do we. All right.
Right. I'm not ready yet. I'm still activating my big boy. But I can't do anything.
We may be short, but we're
impatient.
Impatient.
Right. Nah, I can't do anything else with Mr. Big Boy. So my activation is over, and back to you, Mr. Dagfinn.
Thank you, sir. Right. My halfling with crossbows, they've got a range of 12 inches, so that's quite puny compared to your
my mighty Imperial weaponry.
But yeah, I think I'm just going to slowly and steadily advance. So I'm taking this this guy here, and I'm no, not that one. I was going for this one with the torch, and 4 inches forward, and I'm going to pick my dice up.
Gonna attempt to leg it.
Of course, even though he's not agile, I haven't really had much luck.
Ooh.
4 more inches. That's nice. And oops, that was 4.1. And yeah, I think I'm just going to stand there like a halfling seeking light beacon, and we're done.
Very nice, very nice. Right, so Jonathan in the comments is saying that he's having a bit of a hard time hearing you. I'm not sure if there's any way that I can change it at my end. Perhaps I could turn my mic down, and then so we're kind of on a similar level, and then people could just turn it up.
Yeah, I might also increase the overall. I'll have a look in the in my Hangout setting as well if I can adjust my volume.
So I've decreased my volume a little bit, and if you guys on the watching the stream could just turn your overall volume up on the stream, that would be grand to see whether or not that fixes that problem.
Also have a look at my settings, see if I can do a bit more.
Well, but whilst you are distracted, I'm going to activate my man here. I'm going to go forward 4 inches. Boop. And then, oh, no, not you. Go back. Attempt to leg it. 4 inches.
Ooh, that's nice.
Right, now I'm going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit, as they say in my country. Because the way that leg it works is that every time you attempt a consecutive leg it gets slightly harder. So on the first roll it fails on a 6, but on the second roll it fails on a 5 or a 6. So let's see. So
face forward.
Yep, so because I rolled a 6, he is going to become prone, and I think this might work if I just do that.
Ooh.
So he's
definitely prone.
Definitely prone.
All right, so I found a volume setting on my microphone and I turned it up a notch. I hope it's better.
I don't know. Well, it sounds okay to me. So let's see what the guys in the chat say.
Much better, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do the other torch member and moving forward a bit. All right, that's 4 inches. Tossed a die for leg it.
Ooh.
Another 5.
Very nice.
I'm going to try and hide behind the tents. And even though we're way out of range, there's no danger of flipping it. So I'm going for another one. Oops.
Uh-oh. So
he's...
Yeah.
Ooh, that's levitating.
He really did knock himself out.
Yep.
Cool. Right. So back to me. I'm going to activate my captain. Now he's going to move 4 inches to here. And then he's feeling brave, so I'm going to do a leg it. Oh, perfecto. So he's going to stay bravely behind his man. And he has been activated. Back to you.
All right, thank you. Right, so we're allowed to measure as much as we like during the game.
Yes.
And because I was just thinking that we got so like a command thing we can do with the commanders.
Yes.
I was just thinking that maybe I should do a command, but that's based. One of two. Either can get them to pass bravery tests, or I can act together. That would be ideal for the two.
Yes.
The two crossbowmen, but as we're still way out of range, I'm just going to move them forward first. So that's 4 inches and 5 inches.
Another one. Now you're going to risk a third roll.
Yes.
Oh, go for
the
it.
The range is still so far away that we're not really in any danger. But if you were within charge range, that would have been
great.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Back to me. Now I have got 2 guys left. So I am going to activate my ammo monkey. And he's going to move towards... I believe he can move 5 inches. Let me just double check the rules. So I've got them up. Got the PDF up on my screen here. Yes, he can move 5 inches, which is good. I think he's going to camp there.
Helping out that.
Helping
Ogre,
out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can you reload the ogres?
Well, and I'll get into this when I do fire the volley gun. It's a very powerful. It's a very powerful but very difficult piece of kit to use. So the way that it works is you can fire it, but you have to reload it, and it's a hard feat to reload it because it's so faffy and it's got so many little barrels and stuff like that. But the ammo monkey can kind of donate his AP to the roll if he's in base contact. So
helps out a lot.
Yeah, so it's really, really helpful to have, and it's why the ammo monkey is actually costs more than a trooper does in the game, because troopers are 10 a penny, but if a monkey that can literally load your gun for you is priceless.
Indeed. All right, so I'm going to take the other crossbowman and not that far up. 4 inches. And then shake it.
Oh.
Another one.
Creeping forwards.
And another one. 4.
Oof.
Oh, it's a nice battle line forming. And we'll stay put. It's time for the guy upside down, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Back to me. And I've just got my man here. So I'm going to move him 4 inches over there. And I think I'm going to attempt a Legate roll.
Roll brave on the first move.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Whoopsie. So he is prone.
Right.
So he's had his, and that's my turn over.
All right. I'll do both of my cavalry then on the other side. They had a move of 8.
Yep.
Up here, thereabouts, and we're going for a Legate. I'm going to put the dice. There we go. 3 inches.
Very nice.
And I think I'm actually going to attempt another one. 2.
Ooh.
Charge. And he's going to end. I'm not going to bother marking them because it's all the...
Yeah.
And we're at the end of the turn. All right, another one going 8 inches forward. That's massive compared to the normal troopers.
Yeah, so it's definitely a worthy upgrade if you want a very fast, mobile warband.
Oh, agile. Oh, that's another one flipped over.
Oh, he's prone.
Yes, he is. And then it is the commander himself, 4 inches forward. And yep, he's going to leg it as well.
Brave.
1 inch.
Boink.
I think that's just about it. All right.
Yeah.
So
cool.
There's a
So
on the
that's the
draw
end,
thing.
yeah.
Just click on the draw button and on the bucket, and we remove everything. So ready for next turn.
Amazing. Right, cool. So, at the start of the next round, we'll roll off again to see who goes first. So I get a 4.
Grab the die, and I get a... Oh, I didn't shake it properly.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Still a 1.
Excellent. So it is my go.
Again.
So... I am going to activate my I'm going to activate my ammo monkey and move him 5 inches here. And then he's done.
Right. Just want to measure how far away that trooper are. So 12 inches. That means I have to be inside in the middle of the camp in order to be to shoot you. So that's a bit tough. But no, I'm going to try to get, because now I'm in shooting range, and that's not good. So I'm going to start by using an activation 1 action point, because that's it. I can stand him up for 1 action point.
Yeah, if that is what the book says, then that's what you can do. Yeah.
All right, I just have to double check it, because it's either all his movement for the turn, or it's
or 1 action point.
1 action point.
Yes.
To spend 1 action point or sacrifice all move. So yeah, I spent 1 action point. That's no problem.
Good.
And then moving 8 inches forward. So normally I would try to make a circle around him to get up behind the trees. So just say 7 inches forward, just to make sure I'm not riding over his body.
Yeah. Yeah, I shall allow it.
And yes, I think I'm going to go for a legged as well.
Oh, where's
Even
the
though
dice?
he.
Oh, it's a 6.
Is it? Oh, I need to be. I still got agile though.
Yep.
No. And he's going to be flipped.
Boom.
I got a sneaking suspicion he's going to die soon.
I wouldn't be so sure. We're still ages away from each other. This is quite a big map. Yeah, I'm going to activate my Trooper. Gonna grab him. Ooh.
Oops.
Moving 4 inches there. Ooh. Come on, old boy. Come on. So yeah, he was there.
So Jonathan says in the chat he's used to playing Tabletop Simulator. Now he's trying to help you by moving around on moving on your screen on his computer.
Oh, where's the? Yep. So he can.
Say that's
Got quite a good
out of range
of fire. So yeah, I'm going to stay here.
Yep. I'm going to do the other Ram Rider on the other flank. He's got trying to pick up that Arcanite token, but because I'm not really want that one, I'm going to use both of my action points.
Ooh.
So that's one success, so I got it.
Yeah, so if you... Oh no, that's the wrong tool. So let me just delete that. Yeah, it was the grab, so if I can drag there. So 0, that's a failure, +1. So overall, that's 1 success.
Yes. I'm just going to move the... because this Arcanite token belongs to this guy. Yes. Or it can be handed over to somebody else.
Yes, it can.
So I'm just going to move the character first, and then I'll.
Well, you can drag Arcanite. If you can drag and select them both and move them at the same time.
You can.
Or right, you could actually combine them, because it's not like the dice where you have to roll it. So that could be a combined.
I can't know the Arcanite token. I can't.
Let me have a go. Oh, it's not letting me either.
No. Right, I'll move it separately afterwards. So just 8 inches, hiding behind trees over here. There we go. And the Arcanite token comes along with him. Dunk.
Very nice.
That's him done.
Cool. Right. So, my go. I am going to activate my boy here. So I'll spend 1 AP to write him. And yeah, I'm gonna charge him right into the middle, bugger it. So that's 4 inches there. So wrong tool. Bonk. And then another 2 inches. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep him there. He's being cautious, is our boy. And it's back to you.
Right, I'll have the Hound Plagueor charge up behind him. 6 inches. And a single-legged. 3 more inches. Still agile, so he'll 5. Ooh. swap dice. 2-1.
2, yeah.
That's the oldest trick in the book. If the dice roll isn't what you wanted, switch the dice.
Yeah.
Right, that's him done for.
Cool. I'm going to activate my other trooper, and I'm going to move him 4 inches to here. Then I'm going to attempt to leg it 3. Oh, no, wrong one. Behave.
So it's not working as smoothly as would normal game
Yeah, yeah.
in person,
So apologies if it is still a little bit janky.
but as we said in the intro, it makes it so much more accessible for players to play.
Absolutely.
Than having to travel across oceans and whatnot in order to play it.
Of course. Right, so let's see. Ho!
Is it within
range?
Now the
question is, can I see him?
Hope not.
What do you think, guys? Guys in the chat, can they be seen?
From my point of view, he cannot, but partial.
From my point of view, he can. So we'll
got cover, wouldn't it?
Well, actually, is he close enough to get cover? Because from here, I can literally just see him there. I can see the head and the head, torso, and the head of the sheep.
Oh, that much? Right. You should be able to do the shot anyways. I think that depends on how far down you can go on the tables. From my point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what we'll see what the chat says. Jacko says that it's not working.
Yeah, for that guy.
Something else.
That's probably that poor guy that's keep falling over. It's an old comment. Definitely not his day.
Well, so Jonathan says cover. So let's say he is going to cover. I mean, I've spent all my AP anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's back to you.
Just trying to fiddle it out.
I'm trying to get some audience interaction with the
That's
chat.
That's a good thing. Right. I'm going to take the other Ram Rider over at the guy that's not really working, and he's going to charge up towards the tent. That's 8 inches, and he's going to have to leg it in order to get into contact. Nice. 5 inches, that's perfect. So that's 4.8. So that's just behind the tent.
Yeah, but I would argue that you can look in a tent from the back.
Yeah. All right. So I got 1 action point left, and we're going to search. I'm going to search the tent. And we have placed Arcanite tokens here, but that's just basically because we can't really hide them any better than we have. Yeah. So I'm going to find an Arcanite tokens, even though but I have to make the search roll in order to search the tents. All right. So that's my second. Nope, failure.
Nope. Alas, he fumbles and bumbles, but he just can't get the flap open.
Riding a sheep.
On a big old sheep, absolutely. Cool, right, so it's my turn. So I'm going to activate captain. I'm going to move him 4 inches over here. And then I'm going to attempt a legate roll. 4 more inches. Pop. Now, I would say that he, well, other than the fact that I would say that he can quite easily see Matey Boy on the sheep. Now the question is he in range?
Pistol's got shorter range than the rifle.
It does.
By the way, you got the go-ahead from the guys in chat in order to make the shot.
Aha, just in range.
Oops.
So I spent 1 AP on legging it. So I'm going to spend 2. I'm going to spend all because I can because a piece of our clock weaponry can only be fired once a turn because it needs to be reloaded and stuff like that. I'm going to spend all 3 of my remaining AP to make this shot. So he sees some filthy half-pint rummaging through what is rightfully their tent. He pulls out his pistol, aims down the barrel, shouts, "You filthy halfling swine!" and
a double.
A double. So it's a hit.
Ouch.
So let's just check and see what damage he's going to do. In this case, I did shoot. So when people talk about this battle in the future, the Imperials did start it. Oh, actually no. Hold on. I am mistaken. The pistol is an 8-inch range, not a 12-inch range.
Oh, that's too bad.
That is bad. So I have all this AP left, and I can't really do anything. So I'm just going to finish my turn here. I had too much faith in the weaponry.
Right. I need to get my guys back on their feet. So this guy here gets up for 1 AP and 4 inches forward. And he's going to stand over there. And he's going to leg it. Let's hope he can do better. No!
Uh-oh.
Another one that can't really... Another one bites the dust, as they say.
Oh, dearie me. Right. Now I'm going to activate Monsieur Ogre. So he's going to move 4 inches. Ooh. There. Now I need to check what the range on a volley gun is. So according to the rules in the Imperial faction rule set, it's a 15-inch range. So it's quite short range. So that would get anywhere in here.
Oh, nice to know.
So I think he's going to sit tight, just in case he spots anyone who even dares to come near to that tent. Cool.
All right.
Your turn,
My
Dagfinn.
turn. I need to get my guys forward. 4 inches. All right. I'm going to. We're getting a bit of a talk from the guys in chat of using that shaking thing. So I'm just going to do that.
Okay.
That
So
wasn't the flip thing. That wasn't the flip thing.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the
it's
other.
a shake thing. So how did you do that?
I've customized my keyboard. I think it's the R button normally, but I've customized it so that it's next to my move thing.
R was the key, right? Okay.
So F is the flip one. So
F is flip.
that goes for
R.
6 and then back to a 1, 6, then a 1.
Cool. Let me just try
But
it.
the R is like more jostling.
Oh
Right,
yeah, there we go.
I'm going to go for another one. It is a bit smoother, but it doesn't feel right. But yeah, I see the point, because it's shaking it with a mouse is not really that practical.
Yeah. Cool. Right. So I'm going to activate my, I believe he's my last dude.
It is.
He is, yeah. Gonna move him. Four inches. And would you say he was in range to be able to search that?
All right. Do that. Even though it's hard to see with the camera and stuff like that, but
yeah.
But yeah, do it. It's
cool.
It's within those fraction of an inch.
Yeah. So
you got 2 action points.
2 action points. I'm going to spend 1 to... Hang on, let's do that again. Nope. Hang on. Select it. Right, yep. It's selected. And...
You just hover above it. There you go.
Yeah. Cool.
Success.
It's a 4. It's a success. So, the Arcanite token is revealed.
And now you only found it, but you haven't picked it up yet.
I haven't picked it up, so I shall do the same and see if I can pick it up. Yes! So these two are
connected.
Bonded.
Not really.
Hang on.
Not physically, but yes. Right, you got an Arcanite token, and I got an Arcanite token. Let's spend them wisely.
Yeah.
On our troopers.
Absolutely. Right, that's all my dudes done.
Right, so I had saved up both of my crossbowmen in order to make a combined attack thing. But oops, that was the wrong button. I'm going for the measuring thing. And from him to so I need to line of sight.
Remember, he's only got an 8-inch range.
Yeah, you're on a rifle, but from mine. I'm going to shoot him.
Ooh.
And that's 15, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I need to be up and about here.
Around here, yeah.
That's a bit of a stretch for those guys, so I'm going to do it individually. And yeah, anyways, I can prepare for next turn. So that's 4 inches. And next turn, that will be another 4 inches, and I'm going to be good as go.
Yes.
So I'm going to end him there and move the other one as well. 4 inches. I think he needs a legged roll in order to
get
in the right
position,
place. Yeah. Yes. So I'm not throwing it. I'm trying to double. 5. That's perfect.
Perfect.
So he is already in position. There we go. 5.
Bonk.
And I need the captain, sheriff as well. So he's going to make it 4 inches forward. And I can always move him afterwards and give the command.
Yes.
So yes, that's me done for my second turn.
Brilliant. Okay, that's us all done.
Erase the markers.
Boop. And the start of round 3.
Yes.
I think we might see some action this round. So I will 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
I got a 6.
Buggers.
Buggers.
Baggins.
Right.
Buggers and baggins.
So I'm going to activate this guy here, my trooper, and I'm going to move. Oh, nope, not the ogre. This guy. So 4.
Just at the bottom of the
Yeah.
rocky thing.
There he is. Now I'm going to attempt a leg-it roll.
Treacherous ground.
3. So 3 inches to here.
So you're still hiding behind the rock outcrop thing.
So he's hiding behind the outcrop, but I can quite clearly see these guys here.
No problem at all.
So I'm going to attempt a shot at your Ram Rider over here.
Right.
So I've only got 1 AP, so I can only spend 1 AP on my shot. So let's have a go. And I miss. It goes straight overhead. And it is back to you.
Thank you. All right, so my commander will be activated first. And my secret plan of the almighty shoot the captain is put to life. I'm going to start by moving him 4 inches forward over here. And he's going to end his move there and give the command to the 2 troopers to act as one. And they may activate together. Any attack made must be against the same target and are rolled one after another. So they're going to activate together and they're going to go for the same target.
Right.
Right. I'm going to take the rear one first because he is the one I'm not sure about. So moving him up there. I'm just going to double check the range again because that's 12-inch range. I thought I remembered it wrong. So yeah, 12 inches. Oh, that's way out. 17. So I need a successful leg-it. Right. Got the dice here. And we're going to roll it. Oh no! Oh no! So with the command thing, it's just his move that's over there as one thing.
Yes.
So this guy here then moves 4 inches forward. Back a little bit. I think should put him at least within line of sight. But how far do we have to go? 2 inches forward. So he needs to leg it as well. Bad plan. 3 inches. That's perfect. But I'm going to stick with the 2. That was the measuring tool. That's the one I want. 2.5. And then we're going to shoot. So that is I'm going to make an aiming roll first. So I need an easy feat.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And I only got 1 action point to do it. So let's put the dice over here so we can really see it. And ready, go.
Boom. You got a hit. Oh, hang on.
And then we need to do the first blood. That's power 5 attack.
Ooh.
So I need A few more dice.
Oh, see if I can bring this right out. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here. 1 success only.
1 success. Now, I believe my captain has armor as part of his just normal. Yes, so he has light armor. So the way armor works in ArcWorlde is that it essentially negates a certain number of successful hits. If it's light armor, it negates 1 hit. If it's heavy armor, it negates 2. Now, because my captain is bedecked in this gloriously wrought, finest Albionic and steel armor, the poultry shot from the bumpkin goes ping and pings straight off his noble breastplate, and he is unharmed.
Yes, and I've just marked all my troops as done. It's back to you.
Cool. Sweet. Right, so I am going to move my second rifleman. Move him here. And he is potentially going to take revenge for you shooting at his captain. Now. Oh! Aha! Literally just in range.
This is getting a point where sportsmanship comes into play. That right, it is within those fractions of an inch. So
well, it is yeah. Well, it actually, like, on as part of this, like, it does give, if you drag it to a model, it gives the exact distance.
Ah, so it clicks on there. Ah.
Yeah, so you highlight the model and you try to drag it, and it kind of snaps.
Yeah, because on my screen it snaps to the blue circle.
No, like, so the model is, like, highlighted.
Yes.
And it's literally it's bang on 19.8 inches. So I'm going to take the shot now. Arclock rifles can only be shot once a turn. So I'm going to use both of my dice. And even though he literally knelt down and steadied his aim, he's a new recruit, he's a little bit nervous, he hasn't quite gone through all of the training as he should have done, and the shot goes
and the reason for that is, Jacko says in the chat, my army looks something like from Stranger Things. So yeah, upside down.
I'll get it, yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason, probably the reason why. And he's lying flat on his belly, really.
Yeah. Just before we crack on, just checking, answering some of the questions on the chat. Wacko Gov, did we find out if the Ammo Monkey can shoot was making a brew? And I haven't said so. I think at least in the first draft of the Imperial rules, the Ammo Monkey could fire a weapon, but I think I might have removed that as it was a little bit too OP. But he does have a ranged weapon, so ranged attack, with nature range called Fling. It's up to you to decide what it is he is flinging, but it only has an 8-inch range, so not particularly helpful in this instance. Probably, but you know, it could be anything. So let me just mark my man as gone, and then back to you.
All right, now I'm feeling adventurous. The lust for blood is big with this one. Right, so I want to just see how far I can have to go to your guy. So that's 14 inch, 13 plus something.
Mm.
And I got 8. So I'm going to go 8 inches forward. And there we go. And I'm going to leg it. Right. Just place the dice in the middle of the camp. And
3.
3 more. Probably not enough anyways in this. 3. You never know. No, oops. There we go. And yes, we do. Oh, let's go for another one. Still got agile. That's not going to toss it.
Oh.
5. Ooh, agile for the win. 3 more.
3.
That's enough, isn't it? It is.
And he's in contact. Nah. So I'll move. Well, let's just for ease sake, we'll move it off the hill.
It's okay. You can. Oh, it's the crooked. Okay, I'll get there as you move it into.
Yeah,
right, so I'm charging into combat, so I get that action point back. So I got 2 action points. To get into contact.
Yeah, let me just circle that.
And I want to do a feat, if you don't mind.
Ooh, well, let's hear it.
I'm thinking I'm going to just stampede you.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm basically, I want to do a easy feat instead of the normal attack. And yeah, just to do all, it jumps on top of you. So basically, I'm going to do the feat to get the action points, and then the damage points.
Okay. So, so just to explain to the viewers at home, one of the big parts of ArcWorlde is the feat system, which essentially allows you to come up with your own rules during the game. It allows you to think outside the box, think narratively, try and think how those characters would react in these situations, and come up with creative game mechanics to suit. So Dagfinn has suggested to me that he wants his Ram Rider to attempt to trample my trooper, and he suggested that it's an easy feat. So feats are essentially ranked in difficulty from easy, which is the easiest one, requires 1 success, medium, which requires 2 successes, hard, which requires 3 successes, and legendary, which requires 4 successes. And you spend the AP of your character to attempt these feats. Now let's put this to the guys at home. Do you agree that a sheep charging at a man with a halfling on its back, would that be able to trample him, and how likely would it be? Would it be easy? Let's see what you guys think.
So, and it also, I would think it would be sort of like making him stunned, so like fall over if it succeeds.
Yeah.
So, and if it succeeds, we'll also do like 3 hits. So it's a bad trade out compared to the normal attack. So if I were going to power game it, I would just use both my action points and do the thwack attack, which gives me a power of 6. So, so yeah.
So, but this way is much more fun.
It is.
So
definitely
we've got
easy.
Yeah, definitely easy. Good to see you, Ian.
Squishy.
Glad that you've managed to join in. Glad that it's hit that things are quiet. It's always nice to hear that things are quiet for a fireman.
All right, so I think the chat is.
Yeah, I think. Thomas is saying medium.
All right, he's thinking of the normal sheep, not the halfling sheeps.
Yes. So these are specially bred, mounted cavalry sheep, finest.
But
yeah.
So should I roll it?
Yeah, I'd say an easy feat is fair.
Right. And it's a success. I just need to pick up another dice, and we'll have 3 hits.
3 hits.
That's 3 power. Ooh, that's 3 hits as well.
All 3 hits.
Start defending.
Yes, so my trooper doesn't have any armor. So he doesn't have any of those dice negated. Now, the way that you defend hits in ArcWorlde is that you essentially defend them one by one. So you roll the first one. If you save it, you can then attempt to roll the second one, and so on and so forth. If you fail at any point, all of the unsaved hits are dealt as damage. So let's see if I can defend these 3 hits. So hit number 1.
No.
So
we got
he
blood.
loses 3 wounds. So let's go over to my wounds dice. Oh, nope, you're not meant to do that. Come on. There we go. So drag it over here. And then rotation value 3. I believe the trooper's got 3 wounds. I may be wrong. Let me just double check.
6 wounds or 3 wounds.
So 6 wounds, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he does. So he's got 3 HP left.
And we flip him over, right?
Are we flipping
Stunned.
him over? Oh, yeah, okay. Let's do that
No,
then.
I'm just was there something
Well,
I suggested, but I didn't
Oh, sorry, I
find
missed
anyways.
that. But no, I think that's a fair thing, because it was a charge after all. So
Yep.
we flip it.
I'm very pleased with that.
Yeah.
First blood. And I'm done.
And you're done. Cool.
No, I'm not. I got an Arcanite token. I'm going to use that one straight off, finish off that trooper.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sacrifice that one to get another AP, and I'm just going to use it for a power 4 hit.
Power 4 hit.
Attack. So when you're stunned, you have to roll two dice in order to defend, right?
Yes, when I'm prone.
Okay, all right, I'm going to flip them. That's 3 hits. Oh,
3 hits.
Be enough. Just going to
be
remove that Arcanite token.
So I'm rolling with disadvantage. And because it's disadvantage, all 3 hits are done. So he's down. And he is removed from the board. And knocked out. So first blood has been taken. Let's see what I can do to defend. Come on.
I just leave that. Oh, I got the red one, yes.
Yeah, I got the red one.
Right, it's your turn.
Cool, so it's my go. Right, so my ammo monkey isn't best pleased. He was this trooper was very kind to him, fed him rations from his own pack, gave him the odd banana when he could get into it. So he's going to try and enact some revenge. So he's going to come 5 inches here. Now, let's check on the rules for the ammo monkey. And he is going to fling something horrible at the halfling.
Anne's just saying in the chat that that lucky halfling is going to get a big hello from a big chap with a big gun.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just a small guy with a small gun.
Yeah. So let's go and see if he hits.
That is
yes.
a hit.
He hits. So that's 3 damage. So 3 hits. 3 power. And I can re-roll 1 failed hit for every critical. So let's see how I go.
Oh. It's 1.
Just the 1.
And this guy has got a shield, so I can re-roll a failed. 1 failed.
Oh.
I'm just going to get that one. And it's a miss. I'm going to re-roll it. It's a save. You need bigger guns than that to take me out.
Well, in that case, I'm going to give another go. So let's have another fling, and it's a success. It's a hit.
2 hits.
2 hits, and you've used your shield this round, so you can't use it again.
Save.
1.
Right, so I'm going to dig into my wound pouch as well. Oops. Or toss the wound pouch all over the table. All right.
I did the same thing.
Exactly. All right. So the ram gives me plus 5 hit points, if I remember correctly. Just need to check it up so I'm not lying. Plus 5 hit points, and the militia's got 6, so I got a total of 11. So that means I'm down to 10. Just see if I can get that dice rolling. Rotate to value 10.
Boop. There we go.
Yes. And I assume that's it for the Amber Monkey?
Yep, that is correct.
All right, so I got a few upside downers over here. And I got the doggy over there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to just get the upside down guy here back to normal, and then move him. Oops, not that far. 3 inches forward, 4 inches forward, and I'm going to go for a legged because we need to go into that tent to see what's going on. And
yes,
5 inches. That's perfect. You know, can I say that I'm going inside the tent?
Yeah, I mean, I would say you'd just be stood outside.
Yeah.
Because then, but you could go.
Where do we want to go? We're going to go on this side. Just figure that it might be cover or something like that. All right. So I'm on the outside of the tent, and I'm going to spend the last AP searching it. Failure.
That's a failure.
All right. So it's your go.
Okay. So, for my go, I am going to activate this trooper here. Actually, no, I'm going to activate this trooper here.
With the Arcanite token.
Yes. Yeah. And then I'm going to attempt leg it. Oof. And he is down, but he still has his Arcanite.
Place on top of the upside down base.
Yay! And then that's his go.
Yes. All right. So, did this Ram Rider pick up the Arcanite? Can't remember.
No, I don't think he did. He fumbled
I think he failed. He failed.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. Right, because I can always do that later. I need to get my Troops back on the ground. Yeah, that was the right one. So 4 more inches on this guy. And I'm going to leg it.
Ooh.
Oops. Another inch. I'm going to pick that one up later. And I'm just going to end it there.
Cool.
That's another smart thing about these circles we're using for end activation, because if we do flip miniatures over,
yeah, we know where to find them.
we know where to place them back here.
Yes.
Right, it's your go.
My go. Did you activate the Ram Rider?
No, it was I took the upside down, the other upside down torchbearer.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to activate my man here. And he is going to go here. I think he's going to go here. And I'm going to suggest a feat.
Yes.
I'm going to suggest that he picks his brother up who's fallen over and says, "Come on, mate, this isn't a place to die. Get on your feet, soldier."
Right, I'll give you
And
that monologue, enactment thing. Role-playing game is encouraged, I think. So
absolutely,
definitely, I think you should do it, be able to do it, and it should also be an easy feat, because basically getting people back on the ground costs only AP. So
yeah, exactly. Cool. So let's see.
Yep, he's back on his feet.
And it is one success, so he's back on his feet. Let's see this Arcanite token just be flung into the distance. I don't know, that was less...
Cool trick, though.
Yeah. Oh, where's he going?
Right.
Let's pop it there.
All right. You basically got a charge range of, if you're lucky, you've got 9-inch. Well, they're so like 5 on a legate. That's a bit optimistic. So around hereabouts, if I'm just staying clear of that, I should be good. And that's what I intend to do. I'm going to spend 1 action point, flipping this one back up, upside down, and then moving the 8 inches. I'm going to go all the way over here. And I'm going to leg it. Take a dice here, and I'm going to go, oops, agile.
Whoopsies.
2 more inches. 1, 2. And that's him done.
Cool. Just a second. Let's do some measuring here.
13. Oh, I forgot about the shooting range.
El Shooty. So I'm going to... Let's do a little bit of pre-measuring here. So if I move my ogre to here, it's still way out of range. But if I move my captain, he waltzes. Actually, because he waltzes casually over. Yeah, he's in range.
And the tent is not really providing any protection.
No, not from this angle.
No, it's not.
So I'm going to use, because I've got nothing else to spend them on, all 4 of my dice. All 4 of my action points to make the shot.
That single.
That very much hits.
Oh.
So an ArcLock pistol is a very deadly piece of kit. And with a plume of crackling smoke.
It's a good thing that wasn't the damage roll.
Yeah, I know. So, 8 power. But if there are more failures than successes when rolling to hit, the wielder takes 1 hit that ignores armor. So it's very dangerous.
On top of whatever I'm taking.
No. As in, the captain takes that.
Yeah, he takes the 1 hit, and then I takes. So if you roll like 5 hits, I take 5 hits, and you take 1.
So you take the normal amount of hits, but I just take an additional hit.
Yes.
Cool.
Understood.
Right. So, with a bang.
Ready.
Oh my god, that was atrocious.
1, 2, 3. All right. I still got a shield though. Ready? Double protection. 2. And this one goes for the shield. Ooh, everything.
And it's a success. Everything.
Whew, a very precise shot that really didn't do.
Oh god, the ArcLock weapons have been crap this game.
Never trust technology. That's what I always say.
I know. Right, that's my guy done. Back to you.
Right, so I got the dog and I got that ram. It is tempting to just give shoot all in that Arcanite token and a tent and just go for the captain's throat, but I'm instead going to search the tent for an action point and see if I can find anything.
Oh,
It falls over it doing it, so that's a failure. I'm going to go for it again, and this time it's a success.
Aha.
So I search the tent and I find the Arcanite token.
Mm-hmm.
Or did I find the Arcanite token but failed to pick it up? No,
you found the Arcanite token, but it's not been picked up. Oh, did you? No, I think you charged over to it.
No, it's those kind of things we should have written down.
Yeah.
Right, so I just placed the Arcanite token. Whoops, where did they go? I have no idea. Pick up another one then. Just going to place it further away so it says that I don't really have it. Right, place it back there.
Yeah.
That's yours. All right. Do you have anyone else? You have the ogre.
I have the ogre. So he is going to move over. I think he has 4-inch movement. Let me just double check. Yes, he does. And then he is going to exact revenge on his fallen foe and level the volley gun right at our man. Now, the thing is about the volley gun is that it is a scatter shot weapon. So it actually, you aim at the target, but then anyone around that is also hit. So it's always best being shot into a crowd. So the fact that there's only one guy is actually quite detrimental to it. So it's at this range and at this concentration of people, it's actually not that good. So the rules of the Volley Gun state, this attack may only be made once per activation and requires a medium feat. Draw a line from the base of the attacker to the target. All characters within 12 inches of this line are also hit by this attack. If a character is on a 50mm base or larger, the power of this attack is increased by 1d6. If there are more failures than successes when rolling to hit, the wielder takes d3 hits that ignore armor. So...
But is that friendly and hostile characters, or just hostile?
I think for just like friendly characters, I will have to make it more clear in the
because you got that armor
rules.
monkey right in the line of sight, and the trooper is 3.5 inch, 4 inches away from that line of sight.
So it would be out if we even were doing that, it would be out. But yes, he's 6 inches away, so it's a medium feat to shoot rather than an easy feat. But because I've got kind of nothing else to spend my actually, no, I don't want to risk a charge, because if I fudge it up, that's my main man knocked out, and then you'd be able to attack him whilst prone. So let's do the, I think 5. Do I have 5 AP? Let me just check. Yes, I've got 5 AP. So we'll roll them. Oh my god! All of them miss.
Isn't that a 4?
Nope. It is 2 1s, 2 3s, and 2 1s and 3 3s. So because of the thing that I did, it kind of calculates all the successes, and it's 0.
Oh, because I didn't get that up on my screen, you see. So
yeah. Now,
I just saw
also in addition to that, because it's an arclock weapon and it's rolled more failures than successes, the ogre actually takes d3 hits.
Ooh.
So let's see. I bet this is going to be a bloody 6. No, it's a 3. So that's still two hits. So let's
defend.
Yep. So defense number 1. No.
So 2 wounds.
My rolling has been garbage today.
Good thing you're an excellent sculptor and a game
makes
designer,
up for
not
my
a power gamer.
Yeah, true. Right, so an ogre has 16 HP, so he is down to 14. Right. And that is the end of my round.
I only got that doggy left. Doggy in the corner. And I think he's just going to run straight through here. 6 inches. Come out on the other side of the trees. And up. Going for a legged. Grab a dice. And 3 more inches. Yeah. Just going to stand. Oops. Just going to stand there. And I think. Oh, should I go further? Should I go further? Yeah, there's an arclock guy there. Yeah, let's go further. 2 more inches. That's good. Right, so that was the last of my guys, I think.
Cool, so that's the end of round 3.
Delete all lines. Yes, please.
Boom. Cool, so back to initiative again.
It is. All right, where do we roll the dice? All right, over here?
Yeah, roll it over here. So,
3,
2, 1.
4, 5. You got the initiatives.
I'm quite good at initiative, just terrible at the rest of the rolls. Right, so I am going to activate my ammo monkey and move him into base contact. So yeah, he's in base contact there. And I'm going to use his AP and essentially give it to the ogre to reload the volley gun when he activates. And then that's me all done.
Is that do he reload in his turn or in the ogre's turn?
I'm not actually too sure. I mean, it would be in the ogre's turn, but he could spend the AP like in his turn. Essentially, a guy kind of gives it to him, but I can make that more clear in the rules.
Basically, he has to be in base contact in order to donate action points.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do another. I'm going to activate my commander again because I saw the range for give orders are 12 inches, so I'm quite far. They're getting shot quite loud. Oops. There was somebody already occupying that space. Let's see if we can pick this one. Nope, not that one. This one flying high above it. This looks crazy. But we talked about this before the game, and you said that this will be sorted once if Tabletop Simulator is a thing that works for the ArcWorlde community. They will be a bit more exact.
Yeah, so the reason why it does that is that when I was doing all these cutouts, like they're all on the same document, so obviously I had to make them bigger for certain models, smaller for the box essentially of the model is quite big. So if the community did really want this, I would take a day or two to make sure that all the models were the hit boxes were pretty much perfect.
So yeah, we just missed a very funny moment. Thomas said that in the comment that he pictured the blackened face of like the Warner Brothers cartoon character Elmer Fudd. And I can totally agree with it. It's like
absolutely.
Backfire,
I'm gonna get that half wing.
All right, so I'm going to give the orders, but this time to the Ram Riders.
Ooh.
And they'll act as one. And let's see, we'll do this one first. Over here. I just move both up, and then we do all the attacks afterwards, okay?
Yeah.
So that's he needs 9 inches. I'm just going to place him 8 inches away. And he's going to need to do a Lego it. That's the one. This is the guy who always keeps falling over.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, you got 2 inches this time. That's good. All right.
Oops.
And instead of some synchronized feat attack, I'm going to go for. I don't think you could do feats during a give orders attack either.
Don't think so. No.
All right, so I'm going to go for the big attack, which is the Twack Power 6.
Yeah.
And critical hits allow the player to reroll 1 failed and a 1. So both of these guys will do this attack. Ready for the first one?
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3 for the first one. Should we save them now, or should we?
No, because if we did them all at once, if I failed 1 defense, it would do 4 attacks worth of damage in one go. Whereas if we do them individually, it allows a defense attempt each time.
Yes. So right, you got 3 hits to defend.
Right. So he's got light armor. So one of those is automatically broken off. So that's
Another
1.
The last one, go through.
That's a 3. So 1 damage. So he goes down from 10 to 9. So let me grab one of
Oops.
Come on. Ten to 9. Boop.
All right, and I'll do the same thing again. This time, ooh, 2 criticals. That allows me to re-roll that 1 dice. Nope.
Oh.
So that was 2 6s and a 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I think it was 2 6s and a 5. So this one could be re-rolled. Not a critical. So that's 3 criticals and a 5. So that's 7 hits. One of them goes in the armor.
Right, so that's one of them. So I've got to defend 6 hits. 1, 2. So I've got 4 left. No, so I'm down to 5.
Jacko asking why I can't do feats. Because it's in the rules that any attacks made must be against the same target and rolled 1 die after another. So it's more restrictive when they act as one.
Yeah. So the to be able to act as one, essentially the benefits outweigh the negatives.
Yes. Right, so that means that my captain and both of my Ram Riders here are done.
Cool.
That was quite the outcome, I think.
Very much so. Right, now let me read my take orders.
Help, guys! Help! I need backup!
God's sake, man! Get here! Cool, right, so so I can do an easy feat, or no, so I could spend 1 AP to get them over here. So I've got 4 AP, so I have 3 AP left. Cool. Right, so attack number 1 is a riposte. No, actually, attack number 1, I'm going to do a slash for 1 AP. So that's 5 dice. Let me just bring them over here. So 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
Hang on. There we go. So attack number 1.
1.
Awful again.
Again.
So 1 hit on this dude here.
Right. Take the 1 hit and I'll go save it.
Saved. Right, and my next 2 AP, I am going to do my riposte attack. So that's 8 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm. On the same guy.
On the same guy, yeah.
Oh, 4.
Still not great, yeah. 4.
Right. Take 1 die and I'll start rolling. Failure, I use the shield. Still failure, so that's 4 wounds.
So
I'm just going to pick a dice up for this one and place it next to him. He normally has 11, And it got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So it's down to 7.
Cool. Right, now because he did a riposte attack, that means that the next character that tries to attack him has to do an easy feat, or lose 1 HP. No, hang on. Must pass an easy feat or lose 1 HP. So with his last AP, he's going to call these two to move forwards. So they're both going to...
Oh.
Oh, God. Sorry, the cat's just knocked something over. Yeah.
But he's got a... No, he's not. He doesn't have a spear, even though...
No, he doesn't.
Because
So
or else it would have been within range.
Yeah. So I'm going to attempt to charge with him. Yes.
Just not falling over and you'll be safe.
Yeah.
You get the action point back anyways if you manage to get in contact. So.
Yeah. So, attack. So, trooper number 1 with the sword and the shield. He is going to do a heavy strike, which a critical hit allows the player to re-roll 1 failed hit, and that's 6 power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 6. Okay, hopefully we've got better rolling here.
4.
That's alright. Yeah. 4 hits.
Alright, I'll start saving.
Nope.
Nada. Shield. Nada. So that's 4 wounds. Oops, sorry about that. And he also is down to 7.
Cool. And then this gentleman here will do the same attack. That's more like it.
2, 3,
so
5.
So that's 5. I can because I got 2 criticals. I can re-roll 2. So that's
Another
6.
1. 6 hits. So I'm going to survive this no matter what, but at what cost? All right. 1.
Oh. Nope.
So that's 5 more wounds.
Yep.
And down to 2 wounds. Oops.
Cool. And then that is all my guys done.
All of your guys done.
Well, on this bit here.
You got the yoga and you got that trooper here.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to try to stop that trooper doing any damage at all. So I'm going to run over here with a doggy. And we're going to leg it for another 2 inches. And that's enough. And he's got, let's see what that dog can do. Trollhound's got a bite attack at power 5. 1 action point. So I can do 2 bite attacks on that trooper. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready?
Yep. Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits on that first bite attack. That's brutal.
Oh, Jesus. Right. I'm going to attempt to defend that. Nope. So with a single bite, he's down.
All right. And he can't really do much more with his second action point.
Yeah.
So he's out.
Cool. Right. So my only guy left is my ogre, who's getting rather annoyed. So he's going to move 4 over here.
You realise you're moving away from the ammo monkey now to
that's
reroll the
fine.
gun. Yeah.
So I'll do a leg it roll. 4.
4 more. That's more than enough.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oops.
Uh-oh. So he has 5 HP. 5 HP. It's not HP, AP. And the first attack he's going to do is a clobber, which is 8 power.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. 7,
so
8.
There.
One,
Which is
2, 3,
terrible.
4. It's not really that bad of a
not
guy.
that good. However, because I got a critical hit, the target character becomes prone.
Right, I'm just going to flip him over.
So that's.
But I'm saving normally and at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're saving. No, you save. You do the saves normally for this attack, and then from then on, it's at a disadvantage.
Yes, so I'm just going to place these over here, so we know that. Right, saving the first one.
Yep.
Missed using the shield. Saved it. Missed, so that's 3 hits.
3 hits.
Setting this one down to 7.
7. Right, for my next attack, I'm going to do a 1 AP stomp, which is a power of 5, but if the target is prone, it's +2 power. So,
so that's sort of like a...
It's like a combo move.
Yes.
So, 7 power.
So that could kill him.
So that is 5.
5
hits.
All right, should roll 2 dices.
Yeah.
And have both saved. First one.
No.
Failure. And I already used the shield, so that's 5 more wounds.
Yeah.
I'm down to 2.
And then he's going to do another stomp.
You've got more of them.
Yeah. 5 again.
All right, I don't really think there's any need on saving them, but I'll have a go. Right, these 2 here, and I'm going to go for a rip. Failure again. He's out. First halfling out of action.
First halfling out of action. So he is, even though he is out of range of the ammo monkey, he has 2 AP left. No, he's got 1 AP left actually. So there's no point attempting to try and reload the gun. So that is the end of my go.
Right, let's see what I got left. I got the militias with the torch and crossbows, and they can shoot into combat. That's a bit of a risky move, isn't it?
Yes, so you can shoot into combat, but if they miss, they hit your own guys.
And they're already in trouble enough as it is. You know what, I'm just going to go take this one standing upside down. Oops. There we go. Take him and try to move him over to the tent to help his mate out, searching it. And 4 inches right on the corner. And I'm going to use the. Let's see if we got a dice here. Do we? This one here. Uses 1 AP to search the first one. Failed.
Nope.
And searching again. And a success. So they know there's an Arcanite token within it, but they haven't.
Yeah, but they can't get it.
Your guys are done, aren't they?
Yes.
Right, so this other guy here is going to try to pick up the Arcanite token. He does. Successfully so. Boink. And he's going to go with it for 2 inches there.
Okay.
And 2 more inches over here. And he's going to go and leg it in order to go search for the next. No, there's no point. There's no point because he wouldn't have any action point left to search the tent for. So he's standing there with 1 action Arcanite token, and going to do the same with the other 2 guys. 4 inches up, and search the tent. Did we know that it's an Arcanite token? Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, so I'm going to flip it and pick it up. Nope. And another one.
Nope.
And right, this guy comes up and he goes in from the right side of the tent. And he managed to fumble it completely.
Bungle it too.
Yes. All right. So I think that brings us to the end
of the
turn
round.
3.
10
And if I'm not mistaken, things are going to get quite shaken up at this point, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, as the characters get to the center of the encampment, and as the halflings who were able to get there before the Imperials start rummaging around in the tents, they can't find anything. Like, there's nothing in the tents other than, Arcanite crystals. There's no source. There's no one there to meet them. And all of a sudden, we hear a and then erupting from the center of the table, there appears something quite monstrous. It was a trap this whole time. The source must have been a ruse, and just to cause chaos in the area, they placed a phony encampment on top of where a forest dragon was sleeping. And he is not happy at all. So, men of Albionica and the halflings of Hobbleshire, what are we going to do about this? As we go into round number 5.
Right. So basically call out who's is going to attack.
Yeah. So, let's see what the chat says. Will the dragon attack the Imperials, or will it attack the halflings?
Strong suspicion that it's going for the tasty ones.
Well, let's see what
the one with all the gravy in it.
Oh, absolutely. So that's something else that the Tabletop Simulator is really good for. It allows you to try out those really big, impressive models that perhaps you don't have in your collection, but it allows you to play a game.
Oh.
Yeah. So it allows you to play a game with them. Now let me just get the
closest model. Thomas says.
Okay.
And that will be a halfling for sure. I think there's a halfling with a crossbow who's in quite a bit of trouble.
Mm.
So we just say that the dragon gets the first initiative, and he moves and makes his attack, and we both get a go afterwards in initiative order, and the chat writes down whatever he's going to do next.
Yep, sounds good to me. Now we do have rules for these kind of rogue elements in the game. I don't have them actually on me. They're on another computer, but perhaps this is something that we can do later, like in another stream where we test out essentially the feral warband rules, which is what we did when I did my solo game a few months ago, which is like mechanics of if you were either playing on your own against the in quotation commas AI, or if you had a random element like this kind of causing havoc in amongst a game between actual players. So just for tonight, like the dragon will go, then Dagfinn and I will try and take it down. So
I just realized something. Close model is not armed with a crossbow, it's armed with a torch.
Armed with a torch.
And that's quite scary for a dragon, isn't it?
That is quite scary for a dragon. Now, on the torch's rules, we will say it says that if equipped, this character counts as fearsome to beasts and monsters. So it's good against trolls, but against a dragon, he's just far too big to really
because
be.
It's the step above monster.
Yeah, because he's a titan.
Titan. Oh, bugger. I was hoping that this would be the thing that will save his life.
Yeah. So he will do let's say he'll spend 3 AP each activation.
Yes.
Because he's got 32 AP.
Oh, blimey.
But that does go down as he is wounded. So we shall do a Noxious Breath attack, which is a power of 2. Remember, guys, you can find these rules on the link that I posted on the Warped Miniatures website if you do want to follow along with these rules. Special, range 6 inches. Draw a direct line from this character to a point up to 6 inches away. Any character touched by this line is affected by this attack. In addition, the targets suffer a number of hits equal to the amount of HP that they are below their starting HP. This attack may be used whilst this character is in base contact with an enemy character.
So basically, you breathe over the torchbearer and the crossbowman behind him.
Yeah. So, but they're both quite healthy boys.
Yeah, unwounded.
Yeah. Or if he was feeling really mean, he could do it over these guys who are all got wounds.
We said the closest model, didn't we?
Yeah. So
just give us a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
Let's sacrifice those two and see what we can do about that monster.
So each character takes 2. Is 2 power. So let's do. So that's just 1 hit for the guy with the torch, and because he is healthy and fit, he doesn't suffer any additional attacks.
Right, let's see what we get. He's wounded.
And whilst you're sorting him out, we'll roll these again. Then that's an additional hit.
On the other one, oops.
Ooh.
Trying to grab things. Nope. Again, this is a bit of the fiddly things with Tabletop Simulator, but I think we've gotten quite good at it during the game. The other one saves it.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Right, so that's
in
the
the
end
beginning,
of...
we were really struggling with what to move and how to move it and stuff like that. But I think
Yeah, of
it's
course.
actually got quite good.
Yeah, absolutely. As with any game, it does get easier with practice.
Yes, and he's going to go down to 5, 1 unsaved wound.
Cool.
All right, we haven't rolled initiative, Alex.
Well, let's go. 3, 2, oh.
Oh, right.
So it's
Take another
4
one.
again.
1.
And oop. Let's do this again. 1.
Oh.
Right.
So you still got the initiative.
Yes. So the ammo monkey, just seeing the ground erupt to this monstrosity, goes ah! and runs over to his mate, the ogre, and is going to help him reload the gun, and that's his activation done.
Yes. All right. I'll use the dog. Has got a really nice attack. It's like cling on rule. So if a successful attack has been made on a monster or titan, the trollhound in base contact, the monster suffers a bite attack every time it's activated, which is defended as normal.
Yeah. But
so
remember, if you're moving within 3 inches, you've got to do a bravery test.
Yes, that's the idea. So just measuring up first, it's 4 inches to get in contact, so that's 4.5 inches. So I'm just going to start at 1 inch marker, and I'm going to do a bravery test. So that's 2d6, and I need to be above my bravery, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a while since I used the bravery rules, but I think that's what it says. Oof, this is crucial. 7, and I got 7 for my bravery, so that's good.
That is very good.
And he's in base contact. Now, the bite attack is a 1 AP and does power 5. So we've got 5 dice over here. And we're rolling them. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just do it both afterwards, and we can... No, we have to do them separately. We have to do them separately. So you have to start defending for the dragon.
Yeah.
Does it have armor? Scaly skin?
It does. I don't believe it does. No, it does not.
Right, so start defending.
Okay, so just remind me again, how many hits?
4.
4.
4 out of 5, that's
pretty good. So
it's not Imperial.
1?
1 saved. 3 wounds.
No, so 3 wounds. So he has he has 100 wounds.
Oh, blimey, we could be here all night.
So he could be here all night. So let's
that
14
belonged to the ogre, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did. So we'll get another D6. Right.
I just roll for the next attack then, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Very nice.
Yes.
Hang on, let's put this to 17. So 1. Nope, so that's another 6 hits. So that's down to 11.
So we basically need to do that one 5 times.
Yep.
Right, so the trollhound is all done, but he's clinging on.
Yeah.
So once it's going to activate now, so you're going to get another bite attack when it's going to get activated. Who's the dragon going to attack this time? Let's go and try another one of the attacks, should we?
Ooh, would he attack, the same target because it's still the closest, or would he go for fresh meat? What does the chat?
He can't
think?
really move because it's in base contact. So I think it's really have to go for the one in base contact if he doesn't have a range attack. And I do believe that the rules for random monsters says that he's going to use another attack each time.
Yeah, it would. So, sorry, I was just reading the comments. What did you suggest that we do for?
She's going to go for the troll hound. I'm going to rip it off.
Yep. Right. So he's going to.
We could do a feat for him. Should we do that? We want to rip off the troll hound and toss it away.
Yeah. So, what would you say, guys? How difficult would it be for the dragon to shake off the troll hound?
Just bite it off and throw him away.
Yeah.
It's clinging on, so it's not really hard to get a hold of. Just basically.
Yeah. I mean, I would suggest it's a medium feat.
And throws it d6 inches.
Yeah.
Doing 6 damage.
Oh well, I think if we're throwing it as well, I would say it's a hard feat. Because a dragon isn't exactly the most dexterous creature, so to find a small dog can kind of be like if a cat was attacking you or something like that. It'd be quite difficult to kind of get it off. So I'm going to say a hard feat, and he's got the AP to spend. So
yes, but before he does, he's going to get the bite attack.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 hits.
2 hits. So, hit number 1, saved. Yep. Hit number 2, saved.
Uh-oh.
Right. So, let's attempt this feat. I'll spend 4 AP.
Yes. Definitely. Oh, miserable.
All of them miss. The dog is just too savagely clinging on, and the dragon's flailing around trying to get it off. But alas, it just wasn't able to. And
yeah, it's your turn.
Oops, sorry, Dagfinn, you said that again. My headphones just went a bit funny.
And it's your turn.
It's my go. So I am going to activate the ogre.
Yes.
And using the 2 AP.
So
using
how
AP,
many action points did you say the dragon has?
So he had 32. So
right.
He spent 3 on the first attack, 4 on the second. So he has 25 left.
25, yes. All right, I'm just going to set some new tokens for the action points.
Cool. While you're doing that, I'm going to attempt to reload, using the assistance of the ammo monkey, attempt to reload the volley gun. So I'll spend 2 of my AP and 2 of the ammo monkey's AP, and it's a hard feat. So let's see if we can make it. Nope. Once again, the ArcWorlde rifle, the ArcWorlde weaponry has failed us.
Alright.
And the ogre is unable to. So he's going to use his remaining 3 AP to have a second go, because there's not really much else he can do. No. So the monkey's clambering all over the gun, and the ogre's kind of bashing it against the floor. So, "Why won't you work?" And as the dragon carries on thrashing around in pain because of the troll hound clinging to its back. And then that's my go.
Yep. Halfling's really realizing that this is going to go down badly. Guy with the torch who awoken the dragon goes into contact. Oh, before he does, he needs to do a bravery test.
Ooh.
Not moving to. That was not good.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Yeah. Let's see if we can move the dice out of the way. I just move the dragon all the way over here and just move the dice out of the way. I'll put the track back in.
Oh god. I think they just went. That's something that isn't ideal about keeping track of wounds and stuff like that with the dice, because if you do knock them, they do roll, and that's something that I would quite like to figure out how to stop, but I haven't been able to. So if you guys in the chat who are a bit more au fait with Tabletop Simulator than we are, if you know of a way to kind of make it so this just stays like that and doesn't kind of roll if you accidentally click it.
Either that or a way to put like a number marker or just to like scrap paper on it.
Yeah.
Could we do something like this? Text box. So we had nope. It is behind. Nope. Let's not fiddle with it now. Let's do that later.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you do that? The number 4 thing.
Yeah, but I can't move it. That's just stuck there, unfortunately.
Right. I'm going to do a bravery test for the halfling trying to attack the dragon. And it's a 10. He's really feeling brave.
I think it's the opposite. I think if you roll over the bravery amount, it's actually the fear is too much for you, and that's when you flee.
Let's see. Monster Hunter's got a bravery of 8, while the militia's got bravery of 7. And the troll sheriff got bravery 8 as well. So it seems like the most courageous ones are higher. That means it should be. Yes, it has to be lower. Yeah. So he's failed. Right. And that's a 4-inch move away.
Yeah.
So it was a bit away in the first place, and he just. All right.
Right, Dagfinn. Just so I didn't realise. I mean, obviously because we're using a new piece of software and there's a few teething problems. I didn't actually realise what time it was, and it is 20 to 11 at my end. So it must be
it's almost
even
midnight.
later, almost midnight at your end.
Yes,
so how's about we save it here, because that's something we can do on this. We can save the game, and then perhaps we can carry this on in a future live stream.
Yes, we could, or we can just say that the dragon wins today.
Yeah, the dragon wins today. Perhaps we could do a revenge game sometime in the future where the halflings and the Imperials properly team up against the dragon. So the rest of our warriors, seeing this gigantic creature erupt, they just run away. They run back to their things. camps and regroup to tackle the beast properly with reinforcements. So, yeah, but up until now, I think that went pretty well, don't you?
It was actually quite, and take into account that we're like talking people through the game and explaining the game rules and whatnot. If it's just been you and me playing, we're going a lot faster. We're like, okay, you go, I go, you go, I go, and we could probably have done the normal game within this time, I think.
Yeah,
without the dragon.
absolutely. Yeah, of course. If the dragon hadn't turned up, it was pretty. Because of my atrocious rolling of Arclock weaponry, I think the halflings, with their stout, well-trusted, well-known ways, would have defeated the haughty Imperials this time. But next time, we shall see them team up to take down this big beastie. So thank you so much, everyone. It's been quite a long one tonight because we've obviously been doing something quite special. So thank you so much, all of you who have been joining us. Hope you enjoyed the setup that we have, the way that the game works on Tabletop Simulator. I think it's a much better way of doing things, at least on streams, than doing the kind of the top-down camera with the existing models. At least for the stream itself.
It is a bit more fiddly than playing with miniatures, but we're getting used to it, and it's actually quite fun. It had a great time, and be sure, guys, to go check out the website. Go check out the files when Alex uploads them, because it looks really good, and it allows you to play during a time where gaming is really not that accessible.
Yeah, absolutely. And, as Dagfinn said, with the current situation, in quotation marks, this could be actually a really good way to play ArcWorlde with the ArcWorlde community. So if you are a member of the ArcWorlde group, great news. If you're not yet a member of the ArcWorlde Facebook group, there's over in theory, there's over 1,000 people on there who are interested in the game. So once this is uploaded and you do just fancy having a shot, then you can play with anyone anywhere in the world. Brilliant. Well, I'd like to say a big thank you to Dagfinn for helping me out tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having a co-host on one of the streams, and it'll be great to have you back again.
It would be my pleasure.
Thank you very much. And once again, thank you to all of you guys. And hopefully see you soon. I'll let you guys know when the next stream is. Now that we are, in theory, out of lockdown, it's not going to be like an every week thing. But next time I'm doing one, I shall let you know the day before, so you can clear your schedules and join us for another wonderful evening of gaming. Cool. Well, nighty-night, folks. Have a great one, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye-bye. And just take a little bit of time for it to catch up. Just wait a second. Yeah, that'll be okay, I think. Just keep at it a little while longer. Three.